The terms fake news and propaganda have become common currency in discussions about journalism. One French TV channel is teaching children how to spot if photos are staged and which news outlets are telling the truth. One recent program about Russia's President Vladimir Putin and this very channel, for example. Charlotte Dubinsky takes a look.
Well, this is billed as being an educational game show for children around the ages of 11 to 15. The idea is they go on the show and they participate in things like quizzes about topics of the day, and they're also asked to hunt for clues and then to try and piece those clues together to find the result of a question. And it's broadcast on France 4, that's a channel here in the country, and it's called Escape News. Now, its most recent programme centred on Russia, particularly the Russian President Vladimir Putin and ourselves here at RT, offering what appeared to be a fairly one-sided opinion of the two topics. Now, close to the start of the programme, a young boy who says he's of Ukrainian heritage is asked to describe who he thinks Vladimir Putin is and what he's like. This is what he said.
Сегодня я вам расскажу, кто такой Владимир Путин. Je pense que Vladimir Putin est un président plutôt autoritaire. La Russie aujourd'hui n'est pas vraiment différente de la Russie d'après l'URSS.
Well, throughout the programme, Putin is regularly described as being authoritarian, somebody who likes to oppress the opposition parties in Russia, somebody who likes to control the press in his country, somebody who likes to control his own image. Well, what evidence is given of that? Well, there are lots of pictures of Vladimir Putin in different guises, from riding with a naked torso, horseback, to fishing, to appearing in military vehicles. The evidence, of course, to show that Vladimir Putin is somebody who likes to control his image, and there is only one image that's being broadcast. Then the programme goes on to target us here at RT, suggesting that the channel is nothing more than propaganda. The evidence of that, well, RT, it says, is funded by the Russian state. No secret there, but pretty rich from a programme that's being broadcast on a channel in France that's also being funded by the French state. Well, it's pretty difficult to be a journalist here in France, so let's talk about that. Since President Macron has been elected, RT journalists have been regularly denied access to events, and even during the presidential elections before he was elected, RT journalists who'd had been accredited for events were told when they arrived that they simply couldn't go in. So what I can say is that it's incredibly difficult to be a journalist here in France. Now, RT has gone to the programme Escape News. We've asked them for comment on their programme and whether they feel that it was one-sided, that it was biased in its views. And RT has also gone to press freedom groups and human rights groups to ask them what they think of this programme and to question whether a programme like this is actually putting across a one-sided view of the French state and essentially is brainwashing France's next generation.
So we took to the streets of Paris to see what people had to say about this new program.
I'm astonished that they teach in our country that other countries are bad. Here we talk about manipulations by the media on the internet. We would be better explaining to our kids not to trust what is on the internet or to trust only verified information. The same should be done to adults as well.
I don't think the world is black or white. It is more difficult than this. It is important to build awareness and to develop critical thinking, not to tell them what's good or bad. It's for them to decide.
I don't think it is good to tell kids other countries are bad. It is up to kids to shape their own opinion. Yes, it is the politicization of children. We should not influence children. We should give them basic education, but not to influence them about other countries they don't know.
Independent journalist Luc Rivet says he's surprised the media can get away with such an initiative.
In this instance, it's real manipulation. If you look at the different episodes of this little game, of course, it's fun for the kids, and they don't realize that they are being manipulated. They don't. And A head of state like Vladimir Putin is a head of state of a large country. He must be respected. The same for Donald Trump, the same for every head of state, the same for Monsieur Macron, because I wouldn't see Monsieur Macron made up like a drag queen on French TV or anywhere else. That would disappear very quickly. It is very strange to see that the press, which is in cahoots with the politicians, in most instances in the West, dares go that far. I mean, this will not remain unpunished. I think there will be a big debate in the ethics committee of the Journalist Association in France.